Alright, welcome folks back to the channel. Very quick today, I'm flying from Hamburg, Echo Delta Delta Hotel, to the beautiful Norway, city of Bergen. Yeah, that's the plan for today. It's a 1 hour 40-minute flight actually. Everything is already prepared. We can request the pushback clearance right now. Pushback is pre-planned, plane is ready, everything is already set. Yeah, let's just go on. Leipzig Air 492, ready for pushback and engine start.
Leipzig Air 492 pushback and engine start approved.
Pushback and engine start approved. Leipzig Air 492.
Okay, so the toolbar pushback, plugin has an update right now, version 141, which is now it provides a pre-planned pushback, which means you can pre-plan where you want to go and then just start it, and that's what we are going to do now.
This is ground. Stand by. Okay, sir. The bypass pin is installed. All doors and hatches closed and all ground equipment is removed.
The parking brakes are set. You may lift.
Parking brake set. Lifting the aircraft.
We are cleared for start and push.
Okay, cleared for push start. Please release parking brake.
Parking brakes are released.
Commencing pushback. You can start the engines in sequence.
It will start in the sequence.
Okay, we will do that. Starting engine number 2. So we are departing from the runway 33 today and go out on the Ekern 9 Golf departure. By the way, I need to get the current weather here. While we are now automatically pushing back. A little bit cloudy today in Hamburg. Some rain sometimes, but in general not that bad weather. Okay, print it out. So we have wind from 280 with 12 knots. Okay, a bit breezy, but not a problem at all. Alright. So, engine 1 is running. 2 is running, sorry. Start engine number 1.
Okay, pushback completed. Please set your parking brake.
Parking brake set.
Parking brake set. Lowering aircraft.
Ground. Startup is complete. You may disconnect.
Roger. Good engine start. Clear it to disconnect. See you at the side. Have a good flight.
Holding position waiting for the visual. Thank you and goodbye.
Alright. See you next time. Bye bye. So we can close this tool now and wait for our engines to spool up. Okay. APU is off. Beacon on.
Flight attendants, arm doors, and cross-check.
Flight controls check. Full right, full left, full up, full down, rudder right, rudder left. Setting the pitch trim. Zero 0.7 up. Close the door. Leipzig Air 4902, ready to taxi.
Leipzig Air 4902 taxi to runway 33 via taxiways Zulu 1, Zulu 5, Bravo 1, hold short runway 33.
Taxi to runway 33 via taxiways Zulu 1, Zulu 5, Bravo 1, hold short runway 33 Leipzig Air 4902.
So we are good to go. Yeah, those stutters you may notice here, this is from the recording, because it's usually at those complex airports.
Leipzig Air 4902 contact tower on 121.27.
Okay, yeah.
Afternoon.
Yeah, usually on those
Tower on
complex airports,
121.27 Leipzig Air 4902.
it's heavy already from the performance point of view, and as soon as I start the mirroring and the recording also, then it's of course gets additionally loaded, so that's why there are maybe some stutters that are usually not there. Okay, parking brakes to max, cabin check. Takeoff config check, all green, no blue. Leipzig Air 4902, ready for departure, runway 33.
Leipzig Air 4902 winds are 277 at 12 knots, cleared for takeoff, runway 33 squawk 4225. Cleared for takeoff, runway 33 squawking 4225 Leipzig Air 4902.
Flight attendants, please prepare for takeoff.
Leipzig Air 492 contact Hamburg radar director on 118.2. Have a good afternoon. Radar director on 118.2 Leipzig Air 492. Radar director Leipzig Air 492 climbing to flight level 090.
Okay, S-speed,
Leipzig Air 492
flaps up,
afternoon.
ground
Radar
spoilers disarmed.
contact. Leipzig Air 492 climb and maintain flight level 180. Climb and maintain flight level 180 Leipzig Air 492. Leipzig Air 492 slow to 250 knots or less. Wilco Leipzig Air 492.
Okay, so while we are climbing, yeah, once again, features in this aircraft now vertical navigation, as already said before. Works very great. I did it or tried it now several times in the experimental version, and the Wiener feature is perfectly doing its job.
And maintain flight level 260 contact Bremen Center on 125.1.
Okay, in 260.
Center on 125.1. Take care Leipzig Air 492. Center Leipzig Air 492 climbing to flight level 260.
Leipzig Air 492, good afternoon. Radar contact.
Alright guys, I think I'll make a shortcut here. See you as soon as we have reached our cruising altitude.
Get your cruising altitude for the flight. As you begin to settle in, I do want to remind you to please keep your feet and elbows clear from the aisle, as the flight attendants will be coming through the cabin with galley carts shortly. Also, one more reminder to please refrain from congregating near the front galley where the flight deck door is located. Thank you.
Yeah guys, that's what he said. Reached our cruising altitude, flight level 380. We have cloudy sky, sometimes a little bit of view on the scenery here now, over the Baltic Sea at the moment. On our way to Bergen Airport in Norway. We have strong winds from left side. Yeah, but anyway, not many surprises. Quiet flight. Actually need to update the weather for our destination. That's what I'm doing right now, to see if there was something changed. And there. So let's wait for the meta to be received. Here we are. So we have winds from 360 with 10 knots. A few clouds at 2,300 feet, 3 degrees Celsius, and QNH 995. So not the worst weather actually. It's printed out. Looks great. Confirms actually the planned approach on runway 35 that we are expecting. So, but anyway, yeah, still some way to go. Check on the progress page until the top of descent. Top of descent is actually now behind Tukmu waypoint, so we set that in as on the progress page. And 168 nautical miles to go until top of descent. That I'll go into a next break, and I'll see you again as soon as we are going into our descent. Welcome back, folks. We have just arrived at Norway. You see it here on the window, just on Kristiansand actually. So you can have a look on the beautiful scenery down there. We got also then the snowy area then in front of us from the higher elevations in Norway.
492 maintain flight level 380 descent and maintain flight level 290.
Maintain flight level 380 descent and maintain flight level 290 Leipzig Air 492.
Down to our descent now. A little bit
Leipzig Air
earlier
492
than.
maintain flight level 290.
Okay. Let's start the descent.
From the flight deck, ladies and gentlemen, as you may have noticed, we have begun our initial descent down to our destination. Now would be a good time to wrap up any business you need to take care of as we prepare for approach. If you are up, once you return to your seat, we ask that you remain seated until the aircraft arrives safely at the gate. Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for arrival.
Alright, yeah, let's update the weather information once again, just to be sure. But shouldn't be something changed. We already got our arrival information, runway 35 via the Golden transition. Already put that in. And yeah, just let's see if there is something changed, but I think not that much. Okay, have received to the weather, printed out. Yeah, we're still 360, 10 knots wind. QNH 995, it's all the same. Okay, 4 degrees instead of 3. It's got a little bit warmer then. Everything else is still the same. So, I'm going to update the destination data. Oops. Temperature of 4 degrees instead of 3. So then we are slowly descending to flight level 290 as requested by ATZ and hope to land soon. Meanwhile, put a fixed ring in. Echo November Bravo Romeo is our destination airport. Bergen in Norway, runway 35. 6-mile radius ring to give us a rough idea where to put the gears down. So, and then we have 115 miles to go it, so we have to be actually at flight on 3000 feet for the approach, so 114 miles to the goaded transition. We have to go down by around about 30,000 feet. That means we are already descending. We need 90 miles to be down, so okay. We have I think we need to speed up the descent a little bit, but it should work out. That looks nice. I love this seasonal texturing in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Let's go to open descent to go down a little faster.
Leipzig Air 492 descend and maintain flight level 200.
Descend and maintain flight level 200 Leipzig Air 492.
Okay, this is a little bit too heavy. We're reducing that to, let's say, 1,800 feet per minute.
Leipzig Air 492, you have traffic at 2 o'clock 10 miles at flight level 230.
Now we have strong headwind. That's what you see here from 309 with 81 knots. That's why the plane is shaking a little bit. We can reduce the descent to maybe 1,500 because we have still 84 miles to our final approach fix and about 20,000 feet to go down. So that takes us from the average 60 nautical miles. This is a beautiful landscape, beautiful scenery.
Leipzig Air 492 descend and maintain flight level 110.
Descend and maintain flight level 110 Leipzig Air 492.
And this is actually kind of the unrealistic flight model behavior on Microsoft Flight Simulator, because usually it will never shake that plane that much in reality. At least it will not jump that much that it looks like here. So we have to be goaded. It says 438. So I think that looks fine. We are at flight level 110 at exactly that point here, or enough time to get down.
Leipzig Air 492 cleared for the ILS approach to runway 35 with the goaded transition.
Cleared for the ILS approach to runway 35 with the goaded transition Leipzig Air 492.
So we have some restrictions and constraints at Idava. So it means we have to be above 3,000 feet and a speed restrictions of 200 knots. And that should be automatically considered from the autopilot within this vertical navigation profile. It seems we have left this strong wind layer now, because winds are much decreased at the moment. Gets a little bit smoother now. We are reaching now the point that the plane is catching the calculated descent profile. Because
Leipzig Air 492 expedite speed reduction to 250 knots.
Wilco Leipzig Air 492.
Oh, come on, we are not, still not under 10,000 feet. Okay.
Leipzig Air 492 expedite speed reduction to 250 knots.
Yes,
Will
on my
Leipzig
way.
Air 492.
Oh. Okay, that must be some kind of bug in the VNAV feature. So we need to go definitely down. 250. Or be alone. Okay. Okay, we can switch the lights back on. Go brakes and arm the ground spoilers. Oh, this is so beautiful, this landscape here in the scenery. Look at this. So we need to slow down a little bit now. Most likely. Let's see if the vertical navigation profile is doing that. It should take the speed restriction into account, hopefully. 5 nautical miles. Hopefully it does. Maybe it does not. So we slow down now to our approach speed. Activate the approach phase.
QNH is 9er 6 at Island Contact Tower on 119.1. Have a good afternoon.
Wilco QNH is 9er 6 Tower on 119.1 Leipzig Air 492. Tower Leipzig Air 492 inbound for ILS approach runway 35.
Flaps 1.
Leipzig Air 492 good afternoon. Radar contact.
Approach phase.
Continue ILS to runway 35 call when established on final.
Flaps 2.
Continue ILS to runway 35 will call when established on final Leipzig Air 492.
Okay, localizer captured. Let's have a look for the runway.
Leipzig Air 492 descent via the goated transition to 3,000 feet. Descend to 3,000 feet via the goated transition. Leipzig Air 492.
Okay. I still can't see the runway, to be honest. No idea where it is.
$2,500.
Seems to be snowy. Okay, let's put the gear down. Okay, now I might be able to see that's it's completely snowed in. Okay, flaps full. Cabin check. This is so beautiful, this scenery. Okay, 1000, nearly 1000 stabilized, fully configured. The thing is that I can't see any puppy lights at all.
1000.
Okay, but nevertheless, we go on it.
Leipzig Air 492 winds are 358 at 9 knots, cleared to land runway 35. Clear to land runway 35 Leipzig Air 492.
So I have to rely on the ILS glide slope because there is no
500.
puppy light to see. Okay.
100 above. 400. 300.
Wow.
Minimum. 200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. 5.
Leipzig Air 492 exit runway when able.
Yeah, if I can see a taxiway, then I might be able to leave the runway. I hear that this most likely an exit. Let's check on that. Yeah. Oops. Stuttering. Okay. Get the transponder off, the flaps in. Okay, then we look for it's completely snowed in here. But beautiful scenery, really beautiful. Really hard to see the taxiway lighting, or at least the marking of the taxiway. This is, by the way, this is a freeware scenery from flightsimulator.to, and it looks quite nice, I must say. So we go for one of those parking areas over there. Okay, probably the 28. Let's go for the 28. 28 is that one here. Okay, here we are. Okay, that's it. Should be okay. Let's APU bleed on and engines off. Okay, let's check if these passenger bridge is working. I don't expect it actually at this FlyByWire Airport, but maybe. Let's just have a look. Oh, it's working. Look on this. Great. Just the door's closed. Where this is moving. That's not where our forward door is actually. Ah, okay. I think this needs some optimization. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that flight. So welcome here to Bergen in Norway, in this snowy winter wonderland of the Norway west coast. I hope you enjoyed that flight, and I'll see you soon the next time on this channel. Bye bye.